Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Stan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Bums on my football team, ladies and gentlemen. I am mad. I am angry. I am angry at what my football team has been putting out on the field for the past couple of weeks. I have joined the dark side, my friends. Fire Sean McDermott. Drastic changes must be made as the Buffalo Bills fall to 4-2 going into the bye week. Congratulations, Patriots fans, for being first place in the AFC East. If the Buffalo Bills come back and steal it from you, you should be embarrassed. You should be very, very embarrassed if Buffalo somehow comes back and wins this division, because we're not good. We are not a good football team, at least throughout the past 2 weeks. Have not been liking it. But welcome to Fourth and Forever, all right? Your daily NFL news show, Roundtable Sports, real coverage from real fans. I had to rip the Band-Aid off. Richie, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Another great day here, but hearing you say all those things is actually mind-blowing. I mean, I got some things to say to Bills fans and you about how you're dealing with this situation with your Bills. But listen, man, we'll get into the game. But I think I even forgot this. If I remembered who the defensive coordinator was for the Falcons, I would have picked the Falcons to win that game, because Jeff Ulbrich, the former Jets defensive coordinator, was the man that was always responsible of game planning great against Josh Allen at MetLife when we were able to get to him in those 2 seasons in a row. Jeff Ulbrich, what a game plan. But we'll get into that game, and we'll get into the other Monday night game, which was a fantastic thriller. But we're live here on Fourth and Forever. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. We love you guys for tuning into the flagship NFL Daily Show. TD, how you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling a little vindicated. Listen, I come on this show every day and I try to give the best takes I possibly can. People don't want to listen to me, but I continue to be right time and time again. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelt and pay attention to the show, because when I speak, I'm speaking the truth of what's happening in the NFL, baby. I told y'all about those Buffalo Bills, but we're going to get into it. It's on you, Dan Mitchell.
Can we just say this? There's nobody in the NFL right now you're looking at, you're like, whoa, they're going to do everything.
Except for Indiana Jones and them damn
Baker
Colts.
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, man. And
Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones Super Bowl matchup.
It's weird. And you know what? Like, I will just sort of transition right into my take on this game, because I imagine this is going to be the majority of the show, as much as I wish that it wasn't. But thankfully, once tomorrow night is over with, I won't need to talk about this game, and I could just look at the trade deadline, perhaps. But somebody brought up something to me where the Buffalo Bills have lost 2 ugly games in the beginning of the season for the past 4 to 5 years. And I've been asking myself, is this recency bias where I feel that I felt this way in years past? And no, I think that this is genuinely different, because at least in those years where Buffalo has lost 2 ugly games, at least they've put something on paper that can make me look at this team and say, all right, they're capable of being dominant. They're capable of being able to take control of a game. This year, really outside of a first quarter or the fourth quarter in a Baltimore Ravens game, unfortunately, you just do not see that from this squad. This team has been playing weird all season long, and the defense is the defense, right? Like, what are we going to expect from this Buffalo Bills defense? They are who they are at this point. Like, we've never been able to stop the run. Like, we're a team that has only been saved by turnovers for the past couple of seasons. On paper, like, nothing is saving this squad, at least on the defensive side of the football. So when I hear people say, oh, no, like, we need to go out and make a trade for a new DB and or a safety, and that's going to solve all of our issues, it's not, dude. It's not. Like, this everybody eats mentality right over in Buffalo, as far as, like, not having, like, a consistent separator. last year, I'm convinced the only reason that it worked was because, number one, we had a great run game with James Cook, who, by the way, for the past 2 weeks has not been utilized. I have no idea why we're not making him the game plan, especially when you see the only time that Buffalo even looked somewhat competent offensively last night was when James Cook got a lot of touches. But half of the reason why we were able to get away with virtually the exact same wide receiving core as last year was just because no defensive coordinator really understood where we were going with the ball at any given moment. Now that a full year of tape is out there, they figured it out. They have understood some of the tendencies going around with this offense, where Josh likes to look for one specific guy or one type of role player situationally. And it's a problem, right? It really, really is. So when I look at what can save this team, what could switch the momentum for this team at the trade deadline, is going out and making a move like we did last season when we brought in Amari Cooper. Not because he was some game wrecker for this offense, but because he was a guy that defensive coordinators had to plan against, somebody that actually struck fear in their hearts. And we just don't have that guy. When I see Josh Allen out there bumming it out, and he had a terrible game last night, excuse me. He had an awful game the week before. And people are going to go out and have the audacity of saying that it's, oh man, what happened to our offensive line? The difference between a bad offensive line, an average offensive line, and an elite offensive line is 1 full second. 0.5 seconds determines the difference between all three of those. And Josh is all the protection in the world. Maybe outside of a couple of blitzes here and there, but against natural pressure, you're giving him 3 seconds to find the open man. And why do you think that he's forcing, with these balls downfield? Why do you think he's throwing these turnover-worthy plays? It's because he doesn't trust his guys to get open. He doesn't understand who is going to be an actual guy for him. So this was a piss poor performance from the team. I don't know how any Bills fan can look at how this team has been playing through the first 6 games of the season and say, hey, this team is a Super Bowl contender. It's quite frankly not, based off of everything I've seen. So, I mean, look, I've seen this story before. I've seen where we've dropped 2 ugly games back to back, and then all of a sudden we come up, and so we go on a run, we end up winning the division, and then only to get bummed out by the Chiefs in the divisional and or the AFC Championship game. But I can go on and on and on and on for the next hour of what I would do to save this team and put them in the right direction. But for now, it's the bye week, and I guess we'll talk about the Bills again. Hopefully after they could bounce back against Carolina, but I mean, who knows if they can at this point. Rich, thoughts on this? Talk to me.
Yeah, man, I can't believe you're making me say this. TD's going to make me say this. But I don't know. This is interesting. This is a very interesting thing here that's going on. I got a lot to say. First of all, I want to start off with this. TD, stop celebrating that you're right, because you literally said this 5 years straight. So you're finally right. You had an
I've been right for 5 years straight.
No, about the Bills. No. You always say this, and now you're running circles around something. But relax, okay? Over there, if you say the same thing 5 years straight, and then it finally comes to fruition, now we're gonna celebrate TD. Now you're always right. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you, man. Enjoy your celebrate and enjoy everything, man. This is what I gotta say, and it's the Bills Mafia, including you, Dan Mitchell. The way you guys are handling this loss is absolutely absurd from my perspective. It is ridiculous. I mean, the way Bills fans all offseason long is hyping up this team to be this dogs that are going to dominate 17-0, potentially first seed. And now the first 6 games, you're 4-2. You have a tough loss on primetime. And then all of that you're standing on is just forgotten. There's no more belief. I mean, listen, the Buffalo Bills, I'm got to be the one that actually gives Bills fans some confidence and some relax. You guys are hitting the panic button. And listen, I get it. Maybe the Bills are not as great as you thought they were, but they're still a darn good football team, man. You're acting like you're the Jets now. You're literally reacting like Jets fans. Fire the offensive coordinator. Fire Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott has brought you 5 straight division championships, okay? Brought you so far in the playoffs. You're acting spoiled. That's my opinion of this. Bills Mafia is acting spoiled. And I get it. You guys want to go to the Super Bowl. You have Super Bowl aspirations, and maybe you just don't believe in this team. But this Bills team, led by Josh Allen, is going through adversity. If you've been watching this sport long enough and experiencing life as long as you have, which we all, of course, are, adversity is inevitable in life and in football. And the great ones are how you deal with it. You should be pumping up your team instead of turning against everything that you believed in all these years. That's how I look at it. I'm not saying you should not be frustrated. I'm not saying you should not be disgusted, but the staff right now, and just that is a little explosive in my opinion. You know, the reality of the game last night was not your defense.
No.
Everybody's blaming the Bills' defense. I'm seeing Bills fans blaming their defense. It was not your defense at all, dude. Your identity of the Buffalo Bills are their offense, led by Josh Allen, scoring 30 points per game. You scored 14 points the first drive of the first half, the second drive of the second half. Jeff Ulbricht's defense was all over Josh Allen. I don't know what happens when Josh Allen goes on the road against a Jeff Ulbricht-led defense because he turns into a pumpkin. That's the version of Josh Allen I remember when the Jets beat them back-to-back years at MetLife Stadium. It was because of the defense that did it. Same exact game plan, same exact coach in Jeff Ulbricht. So, you're 4-2. And Dan, let me just remind you this. Yeah, the Patriots are in first place in the division, but you have the same record. So let's not pretend you're 2 games back and you're like, the Patriots have the division. You're tied.
No,
you're tied with them. They are in first place. Don't concede the division already, dog. Come on. That's all I'm going to say.
Richie giving y'all bad advice.
So my problem is this. We are winning this division. That's not why I'm pissed. Why I'm pissed is just because we're seeing the exact same thing over and over again. Somebody from my stream called in today. His name is Dustin, and he called it it's BIS. It's Bean Insanity Syndrome. It's McDermott Insanity Syndrome. And it's just the same things, man. Look, you can ride with the excuses of injuries, but a lot of what is wrong with this Buffalo Bills team all can be boiled down into coaching, right? Tackling is a coaching problem, right? Guys sitting on their heels in terrible coverage scenarios is a coaching problem, right? I'm not mad or I'm not sitting here saying that this Buffalo Bills team is not going to rattle off an absurd amount of wins coming up. They probably are. But I'm seeing the same story over and over and over and over again. And it's hard for me to think that we're going to get past that level in the playoffs. Guys, don't be surprised, right? We're probably going to make a move at the trade deadline. It's probably going to be Chris Olave. It's probably going to be some wide receiver or whatever. And you're going to see the Bills get back to 30 plus points, crushing teams that we shouldn't. We'll probably win a couple of crazy games. We'll probably beat the Chiefs like we always do in the regular season. And people are going to start going insane. But here's my thing. If Sean McDermott, in my opinion, does not at the very least make it to Santa Clara this year, then dude, you got to part ways. 5 years, a head coach and a quarterback. And Glenn actually pointed this out a bit earlier. If a head coach and quarterback pairing don't win a Super Bowl within the first 5 years together, then it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So I'm not worried about the regular season. I'm not worried about what this record is going to be. I still think this team is going to rattle off wins because that's just what this team does. But there's still some glaring holes. I'm hoping that some of the guys that are off of injuries on the defense improve it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I just think this fan base it's incapable of being able to blame Josh Allen in the offense. It is incapable of doing so, right? I get it. Okay, he's the MVP. We love him. He's the savior of Buffalo. Great, he is. I agree with you on that. But he's not immune to criticism, right? Same thing with Joe Brady. Everyone's so mad at this defense. I'm sorry, folks, but they held two teams back-to-back to 23 points and 24 points. And this offense that the everybody eats type mentality who always puts up 30 points is not to blame. Come on. Like, give me a break.
Elijah Moore trash.
He's terrible. 3 weeks in a row, we tried that bullshit end around. 3 weeks in a row.
On the Jets at the 1 yard line for a touchdown.
Yeah, I guess so. And like, what's even more frustrating? Like, dude, like, where the hell's the tush push? Like, where the hell's the tush push, man? Like, we had like so many.
We got to hear from TD, man. TD, what are you going to say about this?
It's going to be okay, Dan. Okay. Calm down, first of all right? Ladies and gentlemen, this was not on the defense. I am so sick of everybody trying to point at the defense because at the last minute they may give up a drive or something like that. This defense held the Atlanta Falcons to 24 points. That's all you can ask for, man. Like, people, like, it's crazy to me how everybody want to scapegoat on the defense all the time. Like, 24 points versus Josh Allen, you automatically say, oh, the Bills go win. If before the game you said Atlanta's going to put up 24, oh, the Bills go win. Josh Allen got 31 in them. Easy, okay? The reality of this game, here's who has to take ownership in this game. Josh Allen and McDermott. Those two guys have to take ownership in this game. We know we're not as worried about Josh Allen because this is the Josh Allen we know. He's still a superstar. He's still going to play at a high level, but he going to have moments like this. He did a great job last year not having them, which was shocking. That's why he won the MVP. But he's going to have moments like this. But Josh got to be smarter. Even in a loss, I mean, don't take the unnecessary chances. And guess what? If you don't turn the ball over 2 times, your team had a way better chance to win. So he got to own a piece of that. First off, okay? But McDermott, man, it's time to hold this guy accountable. Like, he's a good coach, but he might be that version of what I keep telling y'all about good enough not to be good enough. He might actually be that in the coaching realm. Like, he gonna always have you competitive up there to hopefully win the division and all of that. But when it's all said and done in the big games, that's where the coaches are judged, and in the playoffs, he's failed. So you're not shocked at moments like this. It is very telling to me that the Bills' only 2 scores were the scripted drives. You know, the first drive of the game and the first drive out of halftime. Those are the ones you work on in practice every week. Hey, this is our set. We want to get in and out of this on those first drives. The Bills scored on the first drive of the game and the first drive of coming out of halftime. After that, they were completely shut down. Atlanta was flying all over the place. They ran that man coverage scheme a lot. They showed single highs, sometimes winning the 2, showed 2, winning the single. They sent blitzes opposite of where it looked like it was coming from. Sometimes they sent a lot of corner blitzes. Another thing that I like, and I saw Miami start doing this recently, they'll show 2 blitzers on the left. Soon as the ball hike, back them out and send a corner blitz on the opposite side. The line don't know what to do. The line has no clue what to do. Josh Allen sitting there in the shotgun. He see 2 blitzers on the right. He calling it out. The O-line, okay, all right, we got it. Hike the ball. They back out. All the protection shifted right. And the corner blitz on the blind side coming. It was a masterpiece. I got to be honest with you. We got to give the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator some credit. It was a masterpiece. They put pressure on Josh Allen all night. They made him cut half of the field off, and they always sent the blitz on the half of the field that he cut off, that he wasn't looking at. It's like they knew which way he was going to look first, and they sent the blitz the opposite way. Atlanta's a good team. They just have their ups and downs. I knew the Bills. Let me backtrack that. Let me say this. I didn't know if the Bills would lose this game or not, to be honest with you. But I believe they did, and let me tell you why. I meant what I said. The Bills really haven't played a real test. As you see the season play out, you realize they really haven't played a test. We still got to figure out who they are. And when they played the Patriots, I said, That was a test, and that wasn't good for them, but it was a division opponent. Those things happen. But I knew that Atlanta is very similar to New England, but they also got a running back that can actually run the ball unlike New England, and they also are very well coached on the defense. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect for them to be all over y'all offense like that. That was elite level defense last night, and Josh had to step up and try to avoid the pressure all night. So, yeah, the Bills, it's not time to panic. I agree with Richie. But you lose next week against the Panthers, oh, you better panic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at the schedule. If you lose to the Panthers 3 in a row, if you look at the culmination of teams you got coming up, you could drop 6 in a row easy if you lose to the Panthers, because you're telling us who you really are if you lose to the Panthers.
Yeah. And my boy Berto comes in. He's the Falcons representative over here at Roundtable Sports. Congrats on the win. You outplayed us in every single metric of the game. He said, I disagree with TD. Why would it not be on the defense? Sure, they held us to 24 points, but the objective is to control Bijan or contain him. But you couldn't get 178 rushing.
Well, to answer your question, see, I already knew that the Bills are going to get gashed. They've been struggling with the run all season. What's understood don't have to be explained. And here's what kills me around the league, right?
Yeah.
If you go into a game knowing a team about to bludgeon them on the ground, why are we putting expectations on the defense? We know that. We know in order for the Bills to win this game, the offense got to outscore the other team. It's that simple. So why am I going to come back and say, oh, this is on the defense? The offense, if they would have just done their normal, put up 30, they win regardless of what y'all did. Yeah. It was the offensive side of the football, didn't do what they needed to do, because that's what was going to be required the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we also do something, though? I feel like this whole time we're just saying what went wrong with the Bills. But I just want to be that guy and bring up how great the Atlanta Falcons were in that game. Not even just, of course, their offense. Like Bijan Robinson, Drake London is an absolute dog. Should have had 2 touchdowns, but just was out at the 1-yard line. Like the Atlanta Falcons, Michael Penix, I was impressed with him, man. That ball flies out of his arm. That thing's sling. Like, he's got a lot of velocity. He's got touch. And I also got to say that defense, dude, like when Jeff Ulbricht's system clicks, it really is on another level. They double dip off the edge on defense. Like, I got to give them a lot of credit, the Atlanta Falcons. They played a really good football game.
So leading up to this game, all I was saying about the keys to slowing down that offense, and the Buffalo Bills did that. I said, make Michael Penix beat you with his arm. And he did. He did, man. Listen, like all you saw, at least toward the beginning of the game, was single high coverage, right? And like putting as much traffic in the middle of the field as humanly possible. And Penix was out there surgical, and he beat us, right? Like,
go ahead.
I don't think that was the bad game plan for the Buffalo Bills defense, but like really, so to expand on what Berto just said, like Bills fans aren't mad at how our defense has been performing because we know what to expect from that unit every single week. We're mad. We're mad that an offense that almost always scores 30 was unable to do their job, right? But, I mean, look, dude, credit to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm very excited to see how they play against the Niners next week.
I got to say this because it absolutely pisses me off when coaches do this. And I'm sorry, Berto, but I got to call your coach out on that last 6-minute drive to seal the game. I got to call him out. Like, run the football. You kept throwing the football with Penix, and it was working. It was working. But I kept yelling, okay, you're close to the 2-minute warning. Start running. Don't take those chances. You will be up by 2 possessions.
So do you remember that almost pick 6 from Shaq Thompson in the red zone?
That's my point. Oh, yeah. That pick 6, we ain't talking about none of this right now.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, why do coaches do stupid stuff like that? That could have been a game-defining situation. Like, you literally, and it was working at first. I get it. But come on, you're already in field goal range now. Just run the football. Yeah, we know they're going to stop you on these runs. And as soon as he almost threw that pick, Then you ran the football. And that's what I'm talking about. That should have happened from the get-go. That was just bad coaching, and you're lucky you lucked out. That was fortunate for you.
Yeah. What can you do, man? We got some supers in here, baby. Fields can't read a defense here for Bob. I think that was from yesterday. Daddy D became a YouTube member. Red Hood, but y'all said that you're better without Diggs and everybody eats right, please. Keep up that bum coach. Same with the Bengals, Ravens signing Gruden. Okay. We have Justin. Daniel bounce back against Carolina, but LFG New England. And dude, listen, man. Pats fans should be excited, right? You should be excited, man. And so with the division, it's looking pretty interesting right now. Can Buffalo bounce back? In my opinion,
though, like, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed right now. And you should be too, TD. How pathetic are we?
Don't add me to your embarrassment.
Yo, man, you, Mr. One Win. You're right there with me. Don't even act like you're not. Look around the NFL, dude. There's so many divisions. Are we the worst division of football? I'm actually going to go check.
Because of the
Jets. We are. Because of us.
Because
together. We are together, TD. Admit it right now.
No, hey.
In the camera, because I don't think there's a division that has two teams that are as bad as the Jets and the Dolphins. And that's pathetic, bro. That's why the Patriots fans should be really happy, because it's not a third team to worry about. Every other division has like another team you got to worry about. You don't got to worry about the Jets and the Dolphins for the rest
There's
of the year.
No other
that's
division
pathetic.
that has a winless team. That's the issue, okay? Stop trying to push
no
us.
team that
it's no. Surprisingly enough, so the AFC North is worse. So the AFC North is worse.
Bengals, Ravens.
That's true, which is wild.
Yeah.
Browns.
Wild, dude. Dude, listen, man. Like it's weird for me because like I don't really know many fan bases right now that should feel very confident in their team right now. Like maybe 3 fan bases, right? And even then I would struggle. Maybe the Colts fans should feel really good. I really can't think of another team that's like, damn, like they haven't shown any weaknesses at all. Like while the Patriots are looking really, really good, right? Like a solid team, I'm sure a lot of Pats fans are still kind of looking at the run game. They're like, holy hell, we got to figure that out. Right. As far as the Eagles and stuff along those lines, same thing, like drop back-to-back games, and their offense, very much like the Buffalo Bills, has looked anemic for the past 2 weeks. It's a hyper competitive league this year. I would say it's way more competitive that like I have seen in a quite.
Which makes this feel even worse. Like when everyone's competitive.
Except the Jets. Yeah, I know. It's
and
crazy.
the Dolphins, TD. You're right there with us, brother.
Keep our name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't you dare keep avoiding the truth, my man. Misery loves company.
Dude, you know what? We have Parks backstage. He's probably mad at me because he bet on the Bills last night. Parks, what up, dude?
That's his own fault.
What's up, fellas?
What's up,
man? I'm sorry, Parks. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, yes, I'm pissed off, Dan, because y'all upset at me because I lost. I could have won $1,000,000 last night.
I know. Oh, wow.
Josh Allen. I don't want to hear it. I said this yesterday, Dan, when you left. For the past 2 years in the playoffs, Dan, who lost y'all them playoff games? Do you blame the defense or the offense?
I would blame the defense into the playoffs.
Okay. Dan, let me ask you a question. Last year, didn't y'all get the ball back? Didn't Josh Allen, the MVP, get the ball back with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter?
Yes.
And what did he do with it?
He failed.
Okay, the year before. How can you blame the defense when the score was 24-27 and your defense didn't let up another point? Kansas City didn't score another point the whole fourth quarter. It was just like yesterday. Just like yesterday, when your defense held the Falcons to only 3 points in the second half. Your defense held Kansas City to 27. They didn't score a point in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen got 3-4 opportunities and then couldn't even get a field goal out of that, man.
Yeah.
I keep on saying, and Dan Mitchell, it's not, like I say, and I say this all the time, it's not y'all, them 10% respectable Bills fans. But I heard you say something to the 90%. I heard you say something about that y'all are spoiled. Dan Mitchell, how y'all spoiled? When we see, here's the difference. How are y'all spoiled? Because here's the difference between us and y'all. See, the talk is different over here. Y'all might want to leave us alone, Bills fan. Go talk to a Jaguars fan or a Cardinals fan that ain't won nothing. The talk is different. See, Bills fans, when we had the best quarterback and the MVP of the league, we was winning Super Bowls. You can't even make it to one. You can't even make it to one. And like I say, the past 2 years, Josh Allen, who I said was the best quarterback in the NFL, which I still believe that. He's the best quarterback in the NFL because Patrick Mahomes haven't been Patrick Mahomes the last 2-3 years. I still say this, Darren Mitchell, y'all need, everybody was talking about Kincaid that wasn't going to hurt. It really hurt y'all because in reality, he really is y'all best receiver when it comes down to zone coverage because he know how to sit down in the zone. Shakir and Coleman, them boys suck. Them boys trash. Them boys trash. I don't even know who Shavers is. Shave him off the roster. He's trash.
That's what I'm saying.
James Cook, Glenn Mitchell, y'all should have just kept running the ball because they couldn't stop James Cook after the second half. When the second half started, they couldn't stop him.
He was pushing
y'all should have just kept running the ball. See, here's the problem, Dan Mitchell. I'm finna go. Here's the problem. Last night and last week, Bills fans don't realize when you get out what you normally do, because James Cook didn't really do nothing against us, then y'all stop running the ball. It puts Josh Allen into that Superman mode where he's just a gunslinger. And that's what you don't want. You don't want him to be that. Because when he goes into Superman mode, he makes mistakes. He makes mistakes. I don't blame y'all defense last night. Like I said, they held the Falcons to only 3 points in the second half. You can't ask your defense to do more than that, man.
Yeah.
You can't ask your offense. The offense need to pick it up, man. Like I said, I'm still pissed off at y'all because I could have won $1,000 off y'all. I'd never bet on y'all again. Never bet on y'all again. I don't care. And let me say this. I'm probably going to be the only Patriots fan that say this. I'm going to go. I don't care about a division title in week 6. I don't really care that we're first place in the division. Talk to me when we get week 17, 18, man. Talk to me there. I'm out here, fellas. Y'all take it easy.
Parks,
all right,
thank
Parks.
you. Thank you.
We did, man. Technically, the last 2 weeks, 2 have been playing better football than Josh Allen. Just say, man.
Dude, you know what, man? Sort of how I look at all of it. Like some people are like, oh, like we need to add someone like rate. So we need some defensive help. I'm like, dude, listen, like one addition via a trade is not going to make this defense any better, but one addition on the offense will. So I am fine if like we need to play defense and just go on ahead and send over a first-round pick to Philly for AJ Brown, who would only cost $720,000 against the cap this year, by the way, for whoever. Howie is going to go for the highest bidder. Like, look, it's not like Brandon Beane has hit on a first-round pick since Josh Allen. F those picks, dude. F those picks. Go out. Get AJ Brown. I could care less if he's known as a locker room problem. Who cares at this point, man? Like, we need a threat. Like, once Dalton Kincaid comes back, hopefully things get better. But as far as that offensive line, it's working. As far as James Cook, it's working, right? Like, he's a good running back. We just need Joe Brady to use him. And the defense is the defense. Like, that's
You had a lot of one-on-one opportunities. You need a receiver.
I think that, back-to-back weeks. Last week, the Bills were the 2nd seed. The Patriots were the 7th seed. You guys would have versed in the playoffs. This week, Patriots are 4, Bills are 5, would still match up in the playoffs. I think it's going to happen, man. I think wild card weekend, no matter who wins the division, Bills Patriots is going to be wild card weekend. And I know TD's like, it's going to be Foxborough. Patriots going to win the division. All right.
But then again, like, who can
the Dolphin seed?
So, but then again, like, who can confidently say? So who can confidently say who the first seed in the AFC is going to be this year?
Colts? Yeah, it's up for grabs.
Colts.
It's going to be the Patriots. They ain't losing another game except Miami.
And
hey, the Patriots about to go to run there. You seen their schedule? Don't forget they got a 4th place schedule.
So they do have.
Would I be crazy to say the Chiefs are going to still get it?
But then again, like,
I could see them just going.
I know. So we're hopping on this Patriots bandwagon, and look, Like, Drake May's playing great football right now, except for Richie. So we're hopping on this
credit, but I'm not
Pats,
going to say number 1 seed.
But then again, like, so are we really buying into the Patriots being that good when we've realized that the Bills might not be good?
I was thinking that too, man.
As far as their defense is concerned, right? Like, are we buying into it?
Hey, the
If
Patriots
Buffalo's
are a good
defense has been so bad, was that really as much of a statement win for New England as we thought?
Yeah, because they're getting better. See,
Indeed.
They're not even a finished product. They're headed in the right direction while we recognize they're still working through stuff. This is a new regime, new coach, new everything. They should be able to get more fluid, more continuity. And you know the scariest part that nobody's talking about? They got the most money in the league right now. They could easily make the big trade.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying the Patriots, when you also look at their schedule, I mean, look at their next few games. Tennessee, Browns, they start out 6-2 off of that. Then they play Atlanta. And that's going to be a deciding factor for them when they play Atlanta.
And then
that can give you a lot better well, we don't know that. We got two teams that beat the Bills.
What's after Atlanta?
The Bucks at the Bucks.
And then another L after that, which is
stop. They ain't losing to no Jets nor the Bengals.
So they have Falcons and Buccaneers back to back?
No, well, after Tennessee and the Browns.
So they have Tennessee, Browns, Atlanta, and then Tampa Bay.
Okay. And then they got easy street, Dan. They got Jets, Bengals. That's
when the Jets figure it out to break through.
Yeah.
Bills.
We beat New England that game, bro. We beat New England.
Like, look, sort of how I look at the Bills schedule, man. And so we have Carolina. That should be a win, but I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be. It should be. And we go up against Kansas City, who we were built to compete with, and we were built to beat. And oftentimes it works in the regular season. And so the Chiefs offense has started looking very good. But right now with the Chiefs run defense is worse than the Buffalo Bills, right now. So I don't know. If Buffalo can go on ahead and rattle off right after the bye. And so we're undefeated coming off of a bye with this regime. So let's hope for the best here. But
y'all going
say that we could rattle off 3 in a row, which is Carolina, Kansas City, and the Miami Dolphins. We're having an entire different conversation right now. We're 7-2. So
y'all going 9-8, Dan. It's 9-8, bro. And if y'all lose to the Panthers, it's 8-9. I'm looking at your schedule. I'm sorry, Dan.
Let's see.
In other news, Richie's impromptu, and it's just a funny one, just because TD can relate to this. TD, you know how there's a no, it's not what you think. It's okay, you're safe.
Okay, all right.
You know how there's a specific personality, former all-time great announcer that you go back and forth with on X?
Who, me?
Yes,
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. Well, he infiltrated the Jets fan base for the first time.
Oh, I saw that.
You see it? It's a big deal right now over in Jets.
You're give me a break. That's always your first read. Stop making excuses.
He now quote tweeted 2 of our very own creators here in the Jets community, and now it's a big thing. And I'm like, wow, I know that TD is known to go back and forth with Kurt about Tua, and it's funny how now he's infiltrated the Jets and now giving his thoughts. Well, he called the game for the Jets, so he's definitely has a reason for it. But it's just interesting. It's just funny.
Yeah, man, Kurt be all over the place. I mean, he good stuff, but I feel like these analysts sometimes they make assumptions. They don't look at the full body of work of some of these quarterbacks, in their career and year by year, game by game. Nobody can watch everybody. He called that game. He probably haven't watched the Justin Fields game in a few weeks. So I don't know, but I mean, he's spot on. By the way, in my opinion, that's just bad play. Quarterback play. But yeah,
of course. I mean, I agree. I think that it's an interesting thing. And shout out to Kurt Warner for being active. He's and it's just a dark time right now. Now, there is something that I think deserves to be talked about, the other Monday Night Football game.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to forget about that. I had a I mean, listen, let me just say this real quick. Not in our fantasy league, but I had one of the most crazy fantasy football experiences last night watching that game. It was down to the wire for me. I had Jaden Daniels and DeAndre Swift, and I was winning by 1 point, and then Jaden Daniels fumbled, and I lost 2 points, and I was losing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to lose now. But then Swift saved me at the end. I've never been so locked into a fantasy football match in my life. It was neck and neck, down to the wire. Shout out to DeAndre Swift. And I was going against Bijan Robinson, so it was just a stressful night for me, but your boy came out on top. But what a game from the Chicago Bears, capitalizing on a mistake from the Commanders at the end. Dan, I'm sure you probably didn't even know what happened because you're so locked in with the Bills. But this game was just absolutely awesome. And shout out to YouTube TV, bro. I was watching both games at the same time. Caleb Williams out there making some plays, and it all comes down to that Jaden Daniels fumbled snap, bro. And the Bears take advantage of it. DeAndre Swift had a fantastic game on the ground. And when you make a mistake like that, it's whoever can take advantage of it the most gets out on top. And now the Bears get their revenge on Washington from last year.
Dude, you know what, man?
Oh, go ahead.
Caleb Williams, man. Caleb Williams. I'm glad that I am at least able to insert myself in the excitement of a second-year quarterback, brand new offensive-minded head coach. But let me tell you how starved the city of Chicago is for quality quarterback play. This is not a joke, but Caleb Williams is the first Bears quarterback ever with 200 passing yards and 1 touchdown in each of his first 5 games. How bad has the quarterback play been in Chicago for the entirety of their franchise? That is absolutely absurd. It's absolutely absurd. But, I mean, dude, credit to the Chicago Bears. They're really making this NFC North very interesting. I think that they're a playoff team right now, as long as that they can continue beating the Washington Commanders is certainly something to sort of hang your hat on. I'm concerned about Washington, though. I really am. I understand that McLaurin's been out with an injury, and obviously you had to play without Jaden Daniels for a couple of weeks. But part of me wonders if half of the reason why Washington was as good as they were last year was because they were playing a last place schedule and they were just ahead of schedule. And now that once things get a bit more difficult for them, that some of their true colors start. I'm not buying out on Washington yet, but I do think that the fan base does have their rights to have some questions. Go ahead, Petey.
Here's the thing. I watched back in the second half of that game, and Chicago, they're a good team. They're still hit and miss to me, but they made a lot of good plays last night. Shout out to Caleb holding it down, not losing the game for his team, playing good football when it mattered most. But here's the deal. I didn't even know it was raining in that game until that fumble. I didn't even know. I was watching the game and had no idea it was wet out there until that fumble. When I saw the helmets had water dripping and the mist was everywhere. It was crazy. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was raining all night, but I didn't notice it. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the chat if it was raining all night or if it had just started raining. But that fumble, man, that bad snap, that cost them.
It was raining, yes.
The whole night?
No, at the end of the game, it started.
So is that when it started, right around that time?
Yeah, I mean, when he fumbled, it was raining.
Yeah, it was just crazy to me, and not protecting the football, especially in those conditions. So
I mean, did you see the fumble? It was a botch snap.
Yeah. So my thing is, you still got to secure the football, though. You got to make sure you get that. But it's a tough break. It happens in the league. It is a tough break. When I saw it, the ball hit the ground, and Jaden was like, let me get on it. But I was like, oh, a bear, he's there first. Man, that flipped the game. I already knew what time it was at that point. I knew that was it. Good win by Chicago, though. They need to start stacking them together, and this gives your young quarterback confidence as well. I don't think this is panic mode for the Commanders. I just feel like this is two teams that's, kind of evenly matched. And they dueled it out, and this was the outcome. So I don't think this is alarming or exciting for either team. Just another week. The Bears got the best. Good for them. Washington then came up short. Bad for them. And they move on to the next week and not really read into either team being worse or greater than we already thought they were.
Yeah, I think that this game is interesting. Let's quickly talk about the NFC North. They have a winning team across the entire division. Chicago is staying alive.
Someone watch that show, man. Watch that NFC North Roundtable. It's a heater.
Tomorrow night, man. You guys got to check out the NFC. The problem is it goes at the same exact time as us. So we have to make sure we're promoting it during our show tomorrow night. So, hey, go check them out. Go raid them because the NFC North Roundtable is a lot of fun. And that division is absolutely fantastic. Also, make sure you guys check out the divisional shows tonight. As you guys know, Roundtable Sports is a network. And if you guys want to do 5 divisional shows live every Tuesday, and you guys watch Fourth and Forever, I'm sure you guys watch AFC East Roundtable. And if you guys do watch these shows, do you mind letting us know in the comments right now in the live? Tell us, like, which shows around the network do you tune into outside of the AFC East? Do you guys watch the NFC West? Do you guys watch the NFC East, the AFC West? Like, let us know your favorite shows within the network. I'm curious if there is anybody that watches the other divisions outside of Fourth and Forever and the AFC East Roundtable. Love to see who is filling in and supporting us around the network, man. We got Jake. He tunes into the NFC North Roundtable. And you guys know what's funny, too? Some of the people that watch the other divisions aren't even aware that this is a full-blown network, aren't even aware that there's other divisions, which I find hilarious, you know? I was out there in the NFC West Roundtable event in LA, and I was talking to the Rams fans there and just introducing myself. They don't even know who I am, Dan is, or TD, some of them. They're like, oh, I just watched the NFC West. They're not even aware. So I filled them in, and they were like, oh, there's a whole network here? There's a full-blown thing going on? And they were, like, amazed by it. So it's just funny, and I'm curious to see if there's anybody that actually watches the other divisional shows because there's a lot of work that goes into it, and we're trying to put on a show and have a representation for every single team, every single division across the league, baby. Love it.
So we have some intriguing news right now. It broke about a half hour ago. CJ Gardner-Johnson, just a week after being signed by the Baltimore Ravens, have reached an amicable mutual decision to part ways. And CJ Gardner-Johnson, once again, after the Ravens traded for his safety, we were looking for a clearer path to play. So was traded over to Baltimore. He forced his way out of Philadelphia. He was traded from Houston because Houston didn't want to deal with him. And he went into Baltimore for about a week and realized he wasn't going to be starting, and he forced himself out of Baltimore. He's a good safety. Man. But, dude, wow.
He'll be in Buffalo next.
Dude, I'll take him. Dude, listen. Give me give me a toxic locker room for a year as long as we can turn it around. Who cares? You know, who cares at this point? Damn. Ladies and gents, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, October 14th. It's now 2:00 p.m. EST, and it's a great time to remind you of our proud partner today, and that just so happens to be Sleeper. Folks, Sleeper is the #1 player prop platform on the market today. It's a very simple process. You pick anywhere between 2 to 6 players in your player prop parlay. As long as you accurately predict them going over or under their lines, you could be a massive winner all the way up to 1,000x your overall return. Just signing up, folks, you get $20, all right? Free money. And if you decide to put down some additional cash, they're matching it 100% all the way up to $100. Terms and conditions apply, and obviously always play responsibly. Shout out to Sleeper for being a proud partner of this network. Damn. Folks,
big time.
That's going to have to do it.
Oh,
we have some more topics you want to go over, Rich?
Yeah.
Talk
some more topics. I just wanted to get an update on your guys' thoughts of maybe the MVP race.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
He's my guy. Yeah, dude. He's my guy right now, man. Like, yes, I feel like you could probably go on ahead and put into consideration that he has a never-ending list of wide receiver help. It's crazy once you saw like Egbuka go down and then Tez Johnson made that crazy ass catch.
Shout out Tez Johnson, man. He was one of my favorite interviews. I had an interview with him at the Senior Bowl. He balled out. Remember, Dan? We were like, dude, Tez Johnson's balling out there. And I interviewed him at the Senior Bowl, and the Bucs have the deepest receiver room in the league. So, and it's cool that they're on full display. I agree that Baker Mayfield's MVP. What's up, TD?
I have a top 3 order of MVP. Number 1 is Drake May. Number 2 is Baker Mayfield. And
put Drake May over Baker Mayfield to win MVP right now?
Yeah.
Are you out of your
Sam Darnold is number 3, and Mahomes is number 4.
Mine is
Can you give me a reason why May is number 1 over Baker, please?
Well, I'm using the principle last year with the Bills and Josh Allen winning it. Who's more valuable?
So
not just your stats.
Yeah, well, that's why Baker is
he has
number
the
1.
least amount of help. No run game. No nothing
you know
around
how many
him.
injuries Baker has around him, which is just the biggest reason why his
Look
entire
at
offensive line is injured.
Too.
Yeah, everybody's injured around him. That's what makes it an MVP. It's not just like he's balling.
Man, everybody catching the ball, playing at a high level.
Oh, give me a break, dude. That's crazy.
Stuff.
If the season ended today, Drake may not winning no MVP.
Well, he may not win it, but I'm using the Josh Allen rule that we learned last
and
year.
Baker Mayfield deserves to be in the Josh Allen rule right now, 100%.
No, man, them guys he's still got weapons.
Dude, he's got his entire offensive line hurt. His top 3 receivers injured in and out. And
but he's still
running back injured, going down.
Richie,
Dude,
he keeps 1 or 2 of those
there's
receivers.
no quarterback that could do what he's doing.
How's the run game? How's the run game over there?
Their starting running back, Bucky Irving, went down, and now they got Rashad White out there.
How is the run game over there? Are they running the ball well? They have good balance. All I'm saying, Drake May's operating with less than everybody.
Yeah, but his numbers aren't even comparable to what Baker Mayfield's doing, though.
That's not quite true.
I mean, if you look at the context,
I mean, it's just not quite true. I mean, it's not far off. I know Baker's leading the way, but it ain't that far off.
All right. Then that's your vote. Baker Mayfield, bro.
He's out Mayfield, 66% completion.
And don't sleep on Patrick Mahomes in that conversation now.
Huh? No. I put Patrick Mahomes first.
No, you did. You put Drake May first.
No, fourth. I ain't mean to say first. I meant fourth. But here's my thing, though. Come on, Richie. Let's make it make sense.
Mahomes.
The completion percentage for Baker Mayfield is 66. Drake May is 73. The yards for Baker Mayfield is 1,539. Drake May 1,522. 17 more yards. The touchdowns for Baker is 12. Drake May 10. Interceptions for Baker 1. Drake May 2. So I mean, they're right there, and I just feel like he has less. He has it, and Drake May has a higher passer rating for those who like to go off a passer rating. So he got less. He's doing it. He's big wins, all of that. I'm just saying he's up there, man.
He's up there, but not a number 1.
Yeah, he's up there for me. Number
I'm
one,
using the Josh Allen rule because I was blown away last year of how he got it.
Well,
so I'm using the Josh Allen rule.
Say that you're using the Josh Allen rule, then I feel like you should probably incorporate that with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is up there, but again, man, the running back,
he's got a good run game.
Like,
yeah, he's got a good run game.
He probably would be fit.
Really aren't that much to sneeze at, though.
That's true.
His receivers really aren't that much to sneeze at. And like you saw, like a significant improvement from Anthony Richardson being the QB with that exact roster.
This is true. I just also know that defense scoring points over there too.
Yeah, for sure. For me, number 1 is Baker. Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes. It pains me to say. Number 3 is Daniel Jones, and then number 4 is Drake May. As far as those,
no, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold's close at 5.
5 or something. I mean, I think we all should be right there with like the same 5 to 7 players, though, in whatever order you want.
So it's all right. Here's my hot take. Out of all of those names we just ended up saying, I think that none of them win the MVP. Someone's going to go on ahead and just come out of nowhere. It's going to be like,
interesting.
I'm trying to think. Like watch it be Caleb Williams or something like that. Like watch dude go on a run. Like watch him go on a run, brother.
Man.
Oh man, watch it be Jonathan Taylor. Who knows? It's a weird year. It's a weird year so far, but you know what? Like, would we want anything less in the world of football?
This is perfect for the NFL.
And the crazy thing is, man, the greatest story ever told. Has a team ever made the playoffs starting 0-6? Not yet.
Dude, listen, man.
All it takes is one.
So I was thinking about pulling the greatest story ever told off of the shelf, but it's too early.
Man,
I'm using it now, baby.
With that one.
Everybody's turning on
haven't gotten dark enough, and things haven't gotten dark enough in Buffalo for me to pull that off. I'm saving that for a rainy day.
Miami could go on a run.
CTD?
Oh, friends.
We're only 3 games out of the playoffs.
Folks, you just heard me talk about Sleeper. It is a player prop platform where you get to cook together some of the best parlays on the face of the planet. Guys, I need you to go check out RotoWire's advanced player prop tools that literally hand wrap and gift you the locks for overs and unders for each and every single one of your player prop parlays. I used it last night, and although the Buffalo Bills ended up losing that game, I did hit my parlay with Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and then also Caleb Williams. And RotoWire ended up pointing me in the right direction. So say, for example, that you are a player prop aficionado, might as well have the right tools at your disposal. Look no further than our good friends over at RotoWire, guys. Link is in description. Signing up, you get a 15% off the second that you use our code RTS. Shout out to RotoWire for being a proud partner of this show.
Let's go!
Shout out to the Roto, man. Shout out to the Roto. Tune in tonight, guys. We have the full slate of Roundtable divisional shows this evening, right? We have the AFC West. We have the NFC West, which I could imagine that show is going to be pretty sad, minus the Giants fan, of course, who is probably riding a damn pipe dream right now with Jackson Dart winning that one. And him being the only team with a win.
Yeah,
and the only team with a win from the NFC East last week.
Kid Blue got to be on one right now. What's their
record? Dude, he's got to be on one.
Okay.
I'm going to be tuning into that one tonight. We have the NFC South as well from our boy Berto and the boys over there. They're going to be really going at it, I would automatically assume. And yeah, it's going to be smooth sailing over here at the Roundtable Sports Network. Rich, what do you got to say to the audience before we send them off?
That's it, man. Make sure you guys check out the network tonight. We're going to play the trailer of the network when the show's wrapped up so you guys know exactly where to find them and with the time that they're live. But that's all I got, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Dan and froze up on us. Oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. My bad. What do you got, TD?
Listen, man, great stuff. When we get a chance, when we preview that Thursday night football game, I just want to preemptively give a shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, man, y'all are 4-1. You might be 5-2 after playing the Bengals this week, but good start, man. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. And that team is actually poised to do something special. That's a low-key team that might win the AFC that we're not talking about too. So we'll talk more about that in the coming days.
Damn, in the coming days, indeed. Folks, we appreciate you. Please hit that thumbs up sign for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. Turn on bell notifications. And as always, we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Roundtable Sports Network is your one-stop shop for all things NFL, with daily live shows covering all 8 divisions in the league, hosted by the best content creators on the web, all on one network. Catch the AFC East live every Monday at 7 p.m. and on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. The AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. The AFC North Roundtable live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. The AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. The NFC East Roundtable live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. The NFC West Roundtable live at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. The NFC North Roundtable is at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays, And the NFC South Roundtable is live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EST. And of course, Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network, covering all things NFL at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel. Real coverage, real fans.